Hello and welcome. This is Gordon D'Silva, and most businesses I visit every week suffer from low, stagnant or falling profits. Competition is hotting up and the business owners feel a little bit tired and sometimes fed up. Many have even given up on their dream a long time ago. If you want to take your profits to new heights, feel motivated about your business once more and acquire the muscle to take on the competition, this is for you. My name is Gordon D'Silva and I'm a successful entrepreneur, a business mentor and a profit worker. More of that later. You see, most business owners have one of the two critical skills required to run a really successful business. They have the one skill in ample proportions. It is the skill of doing the technical aspects of what the business does. If it's a recruitment company, it's finding clients and matching them to candidates. If it's a web developer, it's designing amazing looking, fantastic sites that sell. If it's a solicitor, it's helping people stay on the right side of the law. However, most are lacking the second skill required to run a really successful business, and that is the skill of running a business. Like the technical aspect of the business skill is made up of many subsets: operations, marketing, HR, leadership, finance, strategy, and so on. And I know all of these businesses do their best. There's a whole load of good information, free information, all over the place, especially on the internet nowadays. But that is not enough. If doing your best was good enough, if having knowledge was good enough, if having 1,000 tactics was good enough, success would be inevitable. 90% of businesses would have succeeded over 10 years as opposed to the other way around. The reason I built my business is because I was in exactly the same place 30 years ago. When I was an accountant fully trained with a city firm, I knew how to prepare accounts. Of course, I knew how to plan tax. But what became painfully obvious when I started my own business was that I did not know how to run a business, how to create a business. Fortunately for me, I was really good at marketing, so my business grew very quickly. Yet, because I did not understand how to create a business, I was working harder than ever, not having time to enjoy my family and all my business success. That was why I invested in a boot camp. An Australian business mentor came to the UK promising to teach us how to run a business. The business of accountancy, surprisingly enough. That was the turning point for my business and my life. By learning the skills of running a business, I was able to build a business that survived the ups and downs of recessions, competition, and regulation changes. It was almost bulletproof. I wanted the same for my clients. Day after day, week after week, I kept hearing how hard it was in the trenches. Yet I knew that they were where I would have been had I not learned these critical business skills. They know how to do the technical work really well, but not how to build a great business. It took me 7 or 8 years to build what now takes me under a year to help my clients build a great business. And it all starts with these 5 key tools that every business must have in their arsenal and use on a regular basis and use them properly. Just knowing about these tools is never going to be enough. In fact, you probably have heard of all of them, if not the majority of them. Knowing is not the challenge here. It is knowing how to use them and then using them week in, week out the right way. That is what makes the difference. That is what builds a successful business. And it's worth far more in the short and long term than the cost of actually doing it right. So let me ask you this question. Why are you interested in building your successful business? In a moment, I'm going to ask you to pause this recording and contemplate a couple of these questions. What will a successful business give you? What was your dream when you started out your business? How will you feel when your business gets there and provides you with the income, the time, the resources and the freedom to do what you wanted to do at the beginning? Well, that's all I have time for right now. In the next video, we'll be digging into the 5 keys to doubling your profits in 12 months. We'll start with one of the most powerful tools that any business could ever hope to have or use. It always, and I mean always, generates a 5-figure extra profit when we work this strategy with clients. By now you will have gathered this is not for you if you are convinced that you have tried everything and nothing and no one can help you. If this is your conviction, then you are right. I've given up fighting that fight many years ago. If, however, you sense a glimmer of hope and you are willing to open up to an approach that we have proven time and time again with businesses and with our own business, then you will love what's coming up. You may also want to consider attending our webinar on how to double your profits within 12 months. No hype, just sensible steps taken with a strategic mindset to deliver the results you deserve. Click on the box below if you would like to know more. You can also use our 15-minute business quick fix call. Not only is it free, but it will help you with one of your key challenges in your business right now. It is fast-paced and solution-based. Click on the button on the right and book your slot. I'm afraid it will only be 15 minutes. There's no time for sales, there's just time for sorting out a query or a problem or a challenge. But we will get a result for you in that time. Alternatively, there are 3 further videos queued up at the top of this page ready for your viewing. Speak soon. Bye-bye.